Today I fucked up by realizing I wasn't washing my hair right for 20 years. Okay. So warning. This is very much gross. Over the past several weeks I have been feeling these weird skin-like but not fully attached lumps on my head. I've been scratching and picking them off fully, or so I thought, and didn't give it a second thought. Well, today my boyfriend takes a good look at my scalp in one of those spots that I was scratching because he was curious as to what I was doing. Apparently I was really going at it without noticing. He practically gasped and asked me if I had hit my head, or if it hurt. I was stunned for a moment. It only felt like a little dry skin, and that began my panic-induced examination. As it turns out, my entire scalp is covered in ranges of flaky to thick lumps of dandruff. And because I have a lot of hair, it isn't noticeable on the outside unless you start going through layer by layer. I obsessively begin to scratch and scrape my entire scalp to the point where it's now in pain. There's flakes and chunks entangled throughout my hair. I am freaking out. I start Googling, thinking I must be dying, all my hair is about to fall out, etc. Yeah. No. Apparently you are supposed to scrub your scalp when you shampoo. I never knew this. Also, I immediately put my wet hair in a bun or braid every time I washed it so it didn't dry for literally 24 hours and caused more dry skin buildup. I really hope that after years plus scraping for hours today I haven't really fucked my scalp up. TLDR, I haven't scrubbed my scalp for 20 years because I didn't know you had to. I have been scraping chunks of dry skin off my scalp for the past few hours. I feel disgusting. Comb them out, but stop scratching your scalp. That's going to keep making it worse. Go see a dermatologist. That doesn't sound like a pure hygiene issue. You should try using a scalp brush when you shampoo. It's done wonders for me. If you're not drying your hair and trapping moisture, it could be a fungal infection. You need to see a pharmacist, as they will advise whether it warrants a doctor's trip. They are also trained to recognize certain skin conditions and can recommend over-the-counter treatment. There are antifungal shampoos that you can get that contain ketoconazole. It could also be psoriasis, but I'd bet it's something fungal due to the moisture getting trapped. It's pretty easy to treat fungal infections too, whereas psoriasis is much more difficult. TBH, it sounds more like you could have developed psoriasis or something on your scalp. I don't scrub my scalp when I shampoo my hair. Sure, I get the shampoo to the roots, but I'm not actively trying to exfoliate my head, and I don't have this issue. You should see someone about it. Wash your scalp. Condition your hair. Use your fingertips and not your nails when you scrub your scalp. Little abrasions are bad for dandruff. Could also be psoriasis of the scalp. You can get special shampoo for it. Should clear it up. And no one ever saw your scalp in the past 20 years, or bothered to mention it. Doctor here. I'll put quite a bit of money down to you having scalp psoriasis, or at least seb dermatology based on what you've described. Lots of topical treatments available to help. How do you use shampoo then? That sounds like seborrheic dermatitis. It's caused by some kind of yeast overgrowth. It's not your fault, it's just something that happens to some people even if they scrub their scalp. If you can't afford a dermatologist, try a shampoo with zinc in it like a dandruff shampoo, and try taking a zinc supplement. I get it around my nose and eyebrows too, and have found some relief from actually putting rubbing alcohol on it occasionally. But it's best to see a dermatologist. This is at least the second post on Reddit I've seen about people not washing their hair correctly. Someone should go mention this to the person who asked what they should know as a 20-year-old. I also hope you're all washing your ass crack and behind your ears, not necessarily in that order. Sounds like psoriasis on the scalp. Don't scrape the lesions off your scalp. It is best to see a dermatology. 1. Wash with a medicated shampoo like Head and Shoulders or Sail Sun Blue 2-3 times a week. 2. Make sure to lightly rub your scalp with your fingertips, no nails. Really, this should be the only part of your head you use shampoo. Condition as desired. 3. Let your hair dry completely. Don't go to bed with wet hair or pull back. Coal tar shampoo will take care of this. It's caused by a fungal infection. You can get your GP to prescribe it for you if your scalp is that bad. If it doesn't work, they'll be able to give you something stronger. Upcoming post today: I fucked up mixing up a medical condition with lack of hygiene. Hello, this sounds like psoriasis, which I also have on my scalp. A good quality shampoo will help it, and so will reducing stress if you can achieve that. 20 years of it here. Dandruff can be fungal, especially if you're leaving it bundled wet. Start mixing some tea tree oil with your shampoo conditioner and let it sit on your scalp for a few to kill it off. Tea gel shampoo. You might want to check if you have a fungus infection. This can cause overproduction of skin cells, and you might need a specific shampoo to help you out. Use Nizoral. It's a medicated shampoo you can get on Amazon. I haven't seen it in store in the States. In Europe you'd get it from pharmacy. As others have said, this is not from your washing habits. If Nizoral doesn't clear it up, then it's not dandruff. You would benefit greatly from going to a dermatologist and having it properly diagnosed. It sounds very much like an active case of psoriasis of the scalp. Very easy to treat with a prescription shampoo, clobtasol. I have this. The doctor said it's eczema. Have 11-year-old and 5-year-old. I don't think the scrubbing is so much the issue as the wet hair. We've noticed if we don't blow dry their hair before bed and they sleep on it wet all night, they get the same psoriasis, like patches all over. We scrub their scalps the wet hair will still cause this problem. If they sleep on it wet, we treat the spots with tea tree oil, just a little itty bitty dab, and then make sure we blow dry their hair very well so they don't sleep on wet hair. How do you your scalp? WTF. Sounds like seborrheic dermatitis. Sale Sun Blue shampoo 1-2 times per week. Yeah, you aren't washing your hair wrong. Cause shampoo and conditioner do not do that. You'll notice when you do scrub your scalp and nothing changes. Sounds like you have seborrheic dermatitis, which is caused by a yeast or fungus that is only treated by medicated shampoo. Buy a shampoo that's specific for seborrheic dermatitis. They are over the counter and sold nearly everywhere. Yeah, you might want a coal tar shampoo for a while. Make sure to read the instructions. This is called seborrheic dermatitis. It's fungal and can start to affect your face and eyebrows and beard if you have it. My brother, dad, and myself all suffer from it, and it's a huge pain. You'll need to get some Nizoral shampoo or something similar in your country and use that on your scalp. Consult a doctor first, but I'm fairly certain this is what you're experiencing. In my experience, the scabs can get pretty bad. Don't use fingernails to scratch your scalp. Use fingertips and massage when you shampoo your scalp. You should scrub your scalp, but fingernails can damage it. Use your fingertips and pressure, or be gentle with your nails. Welcome to the wonderful world of wiping. 2.5 Selenium shampoo works wonders if you can get hold of it. Can't seem to find it anymore here in the UK. Pouting face. As a bald man with the smoothest of scalps, this sounds horrifying. My kiddo used to get this on their scalp. If you pick it off, it actually makes it worse. One of the problems sounds like the fact that you are keeping your hair wet. Our dermatologist told me to rub my kiddo's head with a household cooking oil. Olive oil or coconut oil is good, and then wash it out after a few hours. It went away shortly after. At this point, I would recommend letting your head heal. If it returns, try the oil. You might want to see a dermatologist, but if you are in the US and pay out of pocket for that, maybe let it heal and try the oil